Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. This is a love related reading. How do they see you and how do you see them? Okay, let's begin. How do they see you, Cancer? And they see you with the Hangman card in the upright position. They see you with the Knight of Cups and they see you as the Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so right now they see you as if you're stagnating, you're not really doing anything. The way they see you, they know that you have to make some kind of a decision, okay, but you're not making it. In fact, you are withdrawing yourself from the situation and you're taking some me time and you're contemplating and thinking, meditating. Perhaps something recently happened that left you feeling this way, like you are unsure about this connection, you are not really sure what to do. And because of this you are stuck right now, and but you're feeling quite comfortable with this position, just like this Hangman. You don't really want to do anything, you just want to stay there and you want to self-reflect, think, or just kind of not think about it. You're just taking some time from everyone and everything around in order perhaps to gain clarity, okay? And they see this, they see you taking time away from him, from this connection, from him or her, from this connection, okay? You contemplating, you thinking, you are confused right now, okay? They also see you with Knight of Cups energy, so they know that you are, you want to offer them love. You're not being, you're not the kind of person that is like too much or like throwing the love, throwing themselves onto them. You are actually offering something very stable, solid, and your approach is being quite slow, okay? And they see this, they are aware of this, okay? But at the same time, they see it as Knight of Wands. So they feel like your actions, are quite impulsive and hasty, all right? So that's how they see you. They see you as someone who's very impulsive, okay? But at the same time, they know that the love you offering to them is genuine. They know you are confident, you're generous, you're genuine, and you're serious about it. But at the same time, sometimes you get perhaps a little bit lost in your emotions, and they see that. So you are like a nice mixture of both, I suppose. And that's how they see you, okay? And how do you see them? You see them with Six of Wands. You see them with Four of Pentacles, and you see them with Seven of Wands. So basically, you see them. I feel like you are in this crowd because there are people here you see cheering this guy. He came from a war perhaps, and he won, he gained victory, and people are cheering him and people look up to him. People see him as someone strong, a leader, and that's how you see them. You feel like, this is your man or this is your woman. This is someone, you really admire. You admire this person, okay? And you want to be with them for that reason alone. You see them as someone who's strong, as someone who's powerful, but also someone who might have a bit of an ego, might be sometimes a little bit big-headed, cocky, but you don't mind that. You still like that. And you also are aware that he's got many options, okay? He's got many admirers, okay? You are aware of that. But you also see them with Four of Pentacles. So it's a person who is protecting the finances, okay? You feel like, he might be missing out on opportunities in life. Perhaps he doesn't go out much. He doesn't do enough with his life just because he doesn't like to spend money. He likes to protect his or her finances, okay? And this might be the reason why they are... if it's a commitment issue, why they don't want to commit to relationship, maybe they've got history to do with money, and this is why right now you are aware that they're protecting their money, okay? They are afraid of walking away from this situation perhaps, or perhaps entering a new situation, getting into a new relationship, perhaps getting into this connection because they are afraid that this connection that you've got or this relationship would create financial instability in their life, okay? Maybe they are tired, or they just got a baggage, you know, maybe they've got experience of being taken for granted financially, or being, you know, used as a financial source, or etc., etc. And you also see them with Seven of Wands. You see them as if they're in a defensive position, okay? You see as if, you know, they are being questioned. Someone is questioning their actions, okay? And this might be you questioning them, all right? Why won't they commit? Why won't, you know, you want them to, you know, just define themselves in their position, but they're unsure, and that's why they're standing their ground. And why are they standing their ground? I pulled 2 clarification cards because they feel like the Emperor, okay? And the Emperor is someone who's very wise, who's been there and done it, and he knows that sometimes in life it's important to take the emotions out of the situation. And when there is a pressure, and perhaps you putting this person under pressure, it's not wise to make any decisions, okay? The Emperor, he's someone who's got everything in order, okay? His finances are stable, his emotions are stable. He won't go for anyone, and he feels like he deserves the best. And that's why he's being defensive, he's standing his ground, because he feels like, you know, he is the Emperor. I sometimes feel like the Emperor energy can be a little bit arrogant, because he feels like, you know, he's achieved victory in life, perhaps in his finances. He's perhaps handsome, powerful. That's why he feels like he deserves the best. And this is why sometimes he takes a long time to commit, for example. But also he's feeling defensive because he's afraid of being left out in the cold, okay? So perhaps I feel like maybe in the past, in his recent relationship, because he's the Emperor now, so he's learned his lessons from the past. Maybe someone left him in the cold. Maybe his previous relationships left him in a situation when he experienced financial and emotional loss, okay? And because of this, he is unsure about his position right now. You're questioning him, but this is why he's feeling the way he's feeling, all right? And now, what is blocking you too? And what is blocking you? We've got the Fool card, and we got the Star card, okay? These 2 cards are pulled. So let's begin from the Fool. So basically, the way I see what might be blocking you is that the person you're dealing with, Cancer, is a fool. A person who believes in destiny. And there is, of course, nothing wrong with believing in destiny. But this person sometimes is the person who goes from one relationship into another relationship. He never has got breaks. He never stays alone. He believes that things happen for a reason. And it's all right to think this way, right? But the Fool is someone who's in love with love. He is a free spirit. And sometimes being a free spirit may mean that you're jumping from one relationship into another relationship. You don't stick around for too long because you feel like whenever there's a problem or something is not working out, you are running away. You think like, oh, you know, this is a sign. I'm going to leave this person. I'm going to be with someone else, okay? So the Fool may go through a number of relationships in their life, trying to find themselves, okay? So maybe the person you're dealing with, they've been through many short-term relationships and they haven't learned enough about themselves. Because you see, a person of a free spirit, it's a good thing, but if you go through short-term relationships and you never stick around and stay long enough in a relationship, you never learn enough about yourself. So perhaps what's blocking is the full attitude, whether this is yours, but I feel like it's the person you're dealing with, okay? They, like I said, they just like a fool sometimes, you know, they don't want to resolve issues. They just want to jump from one relationship into another, okay? They've never perhaps been single. They've never been single, and this might be blocking you, okay? Because perhaps you may see this about this person. You might be afraid, okay? This is maybe why you're being this way, okay? Because you know this person is a player in a way. That's how people see him, perhaps, okay? But just because he's been in many short-term relationships and he's been, you know, not very committal, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen this time, okay? So you can never brush people with the same brush, paint people with the same brush, sorry, okay? We can't put everyone into basket, Cancer, okay? But just the message, and this is what's blocking you, okay? So this kind of a bit immature energy, I would say, a fool's energy. And the Star. So the Star is gaining balance, regaining strength, being aware of who you are and what you're worth, okay? Not self-doubting yourself. So if this is you right now, and I feel like it might be you, Cancer, or this person, either way, because one of you, or maybe two of you, feeling like you know your worth, you perhaps got hurt in the past, you're not gonna easily commit, you know, so you waiting for them to come around and make more effort, and vice versa, okay? And it's like a vicious circle for you too, because you see, I've talked about the Fool card. Maybe the reason why this person is like that now, like a fool, maybe because he or she got really hurt in the past. So either way, this is what's blocking you too, okay? So not being able to learn enough about themselves, this person or you, jumping from one relationship into another without having me time, or being single, and running away whenever something goes wrong in a relationship instead of fixing it, okay? Being very much of a free spirit, but in a negative way, if you see what I mean. And what else is blocking you is that you or this person, you both know your worth. So you're not gonna just commit, okay? Or you know what you deserve. So you might be both like waiting for each other to come around or to make more effort. So you both got expectations, perhaps, because you know your worth, okay? And it's a good thing to know your worth. But when there are two people who feel like, oh, I deserve this and that, and then how can they ever meet each other? You know, you got to meet each other halfway. But that's what's blocking you, Cancer. Now, let's look at the messages from the universe, okay? And the universe is telling us Page of Wands and Queen of Wands. That's the cards we got. These are the cards. Queen of Wands, I feel like, you know, this is you, Cancer. You are ready to offer immature love, because that's what Queen of Wands is, mature love, okay? And you want stable, mature love. But we got here Page of Wands. This is the opposite. Page of Wands is something more immature. Is someone who doesn't want to commit, doesn't want to offer anything stable. Someone who likes flings. And we talked about the Fool, right? So the message is for you, Cancer. I know this is what you want. You want a stable relationship. We know that you want to offer something solid. But be careful with this person, Cancer, because this person may make you feel like on the top of the world. You will feel youthful. You feel young again, okay? This connection you've got with this person perhaps makes you feel really, I don't know, like you've got butterflies in your stomach. You know how you felt when you were in love for the first time in your life, when you were a teenager? That's how it makes you feel. But just as quickly as this person comes into your life, he comes out of your life. Because that's Page of Wands, okay? So be careful, pace yourself, okay, Cancer? because you don't want to get your heart broken, okay? So pace yourself. And yes, I know you're taking it easy, and that is a good approach. That's how they see you. Don't take any impulsive actions, hasty actions, because you may get hurt, okay? Because what you want is not what this person wants. I feel like he's more about like short-term relationships and flings, and you more about something stable, something long-lasting right now. So be careful with that, okay? Do be aware of your worth, okay? Now, what is the outcome? And the outcome, we got 3 of Swords. It doesn't mean breakup, because you may not even be with this person, right? What it means is pain, I feel like, in your situation, or you feeling hurt, you'll be feeling hurt, you'll be feeling like this connection is bringing more pain than happiness to your life, okay? And I've pulled many clarification cards because I couldn't really get to the bottom of it, of this outcome. And we got Justice cards, okay? And we got 3 of Pentacles, and we got 4 of Swords and Page of Pentacles, okay? So let me take you through all of those cards quickly. So basically, this is all linked to this one, okay? So to the 3 of Swords, feeling pain. This is the outcome. It's not a positive outcome, but it could be if you look at this from different perspective, okay? So basically we got Justice card. So justice is gonna be served, okay? And this is why you get this. This is why you may be feeling pain. You see, I feel like justice sometimes is served for you is because maybe you be the one who will decide that, you know, you don't want to continue this connection, because you will feel like, you know, you've been there, you've done it, you know, you are in this position, that's how they see you, and that's what you're doing right now. Perhaps you got hurt in the past, and you can see that this person you're dealing with is the fool, the person who's you know, not very, doesn't like to commit, and it seems a little bit like a player. And if you see a trait in someone like that, okay, if you see that this person is like Page of Wands, a bit immature, you know, you can feel that, and because of this you may decide to stop this connection or withdraw yourself from it, and that will be a justice on your side, because you'll be able to prevent yourself from having a broken heart, okay? And this is how it can go. But also we got here more clarification cards, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you and this person are not on the same page, and because of this you're gonna experience pain, okay? I feel like you want this more than this person wants. He wants to offer you something immature, okay, short term. And you know, in order for this to be successful, to be a happy relationship, or you gain victory in this connection, you gotta you know, work together. There needs to be teamwork. And I feel like you give more than the other person, and that's why you are not on the same page, okay? And one of you will be thinking about this, okay, contemplating and thinking about where have you gone wrong, and this is perhaps you, and this is why you would decide to you know, serve justice for this particular situation, because you'll be reflecting on your actions, on where you've gone wrong, what you've done, etc., etc., okay? You'll be relaxing your heart and gaining inner strength in order to make this decision, okay, to perhaps prevent this. So this might be a pain in the future you'll be experiencing, but this might be you who's gonna it'll be like a, you know, a choice you're gonna make, you know, to yes, experience temporary pain, but in the long term you'll be better off. And that's why we've got justice here, the universe saying, yeah, maybe this is what you should be doing, you know. And we got Page of Pentacles, and I think you're gonna make this decision because, you know, this person here, Page of Pentacles, is someone who's looking into you, looking into your weaknesses, and thinking, what can she give me, instead of what can he give you, or the other way around. What can she give me? So what can you know, I give to her, etc., etc. So it's quite immature, a little bit selfish energy, all right. because Page of Pentacles always looking at what can he or she gain from this particular connection, okay? It does not mean this person hasn't got feelings for you. They may have feelings for you. In fact, I think they do have feelings for you. But they are being very, very calculative about it, okay? They're calculating, they're thinking in terms of gain and loss, in terms of, instead of thinking with the emotions, you see. They're thinking more about finances, because they are about protecting their finances, okay? So you may be experiencing pain because you feel like, you know, you've been waiting long enough, and you feel like you're not on the same page. You might get tired of waiting, and the justice will be served, but the justice will be your decision. You will decide perhaps that, you know, you got to call a day because you've been waiting for long enough, and now you know your worth, okay, and what you want to offer, and you want to offer stable love. You want something mature. Is not really what this person is offering you, okay? Because they're a bit young. They've got like a youth energy. Yes, it makes you feel great, but you know, like I said before, the universe is telling you to pace yourself, because you don't want to end up having your heart broken. So, yeah, think about this, and you know, don't write them off, but pace yourself and remember what you learned from the past, okay? Because sometimes that will help us that helps us to basically make the right choices and decisions in our life. Thank you very much, Cancer, and I hope this resonates with you and this person you're dealing with. All the best for you, sending you kisses and hugs. Bye bye.